Bead weaving is quite a lot like knitting and crochet in that nobody warns you that buying supplies and doing the craft are two different hobbies. No one warned me that these tiny, teeny tiny glass beads that go everywhere when you open a tube would take over my life in the way that they have. I started bead weaving back in 2013. I was working at a bead shop here in Nottingham and I saw a beautiful necklace that I wanted to make, and so I learnt how to do brick stitch, which is the bead weaving technique I'm using right now. I've since expanded my range of skills, but brick stitch is just one that I always come back to, especially because I make stitch markers for knitting and crochet, and I find that brick stitch and peyote, very nice, very sturdy stitch, so they're just ones I come back to again and again. You're watching me make a tiny bee here, in case you were wondering, in case you were interested. Brick stitch, kind of like sewing, just a bit sparklier. I'm using quite a small needle and I'm using this beautiful nylon thread that makes all the stitch markers super duper strong. Something I really enjoy about the hobbies that I do, because I do also knit and crochet, you could probably tell by my yarn stash that I have accumulating upstairs. Something I really love about it is that I find myself doom scrolling more and more lately, and my attention span is just getting shorter and shorter. The beauty of knitting, crocheting, bead weaving is it gives me a chance to put the phone down, to get off TikTok, to get off Instagram. And in all fairness, I do put a YouTube video on most of the time when I am doing my bead weaving. But it's just a chance for me to switch off, tune out, and just do something a bit more engaging and creating with my life.